The peeling paint on number 4 was peeling more and more each day. The weeds grew tall beside the door, the bricks were crumbling to decay. A grand Victorian design left lonely by the busy street, with dead leaves choking up the vine and dust beneath our passing feet. But every night when darkness fell and shadows stretched across the floor, the striking of the old church bell would change the house at number 4. At midnight sharp the chimes would ring, 12 heavy thuds across the town, and then a very strange old thing would turn the silence upside down. The dusty windows, dark as ink, would suddenly flare bright with light. The broken glass would seem to blink against the blackness of the night, and silhouettes would start to pass like puppets on a shadow screen, moving behind the dirty glass where living folks had never been. My friend said, "Look, they're having fun, let's go and see who lives inside." I told him we should turn and run, but he had way too much blamed pride. He grabbed my sleeve and pulled me near across the lawn of tangled weed, my heartbeat drumming loud with fear, but he refused to take my heed. We crept up to the parlor bay and wiped a patch of grime aside, expecting actors in a play or where some secret squatters hide. The room inside was shining bright with chandeliers of burning flame, but what we saw within that light is something I can barely name. People dancing on the floor were not a jolly festive crowd. Their clothes were what the gentry wore, like garments tailored for a shroud. Their skin was pale, their eyes were hollow, fixed in a wide and empty stare, and as they moved their gaze would follow the partner floating in the air. A lady in a gown of lace was waltzing with a faceless man. A smile was frozen on her face as round and round the ballroom ran. But then we saw the worst of all, the thing that made our spirits freeze, a towering shadow on the wall that brought the dancers to their knees. It was a shape of smoke and grime with claws that reached across the room. It beat a slow, horrific time and filled the space with heavy doom. The dancers were not there by choice, their legs were moving, pulled by strings. We heard a high, despairing voice, the kind of grief that terror brings. The shadow turned its smoky head and looked directly through the pane. The dancers stopped as if struck dead and pressed their faces in the rain. Their fingers scratched against the glass, their lipless mouths began to cry. They begged us not to let them pass, they begged us for a chance to die. My friend let out a piercing shriek, the courage vanished from his face. Our hands shook and our knees grew weak. We had to fly from that dark place. We turned and ran into the night as fast as human feet could go, away from that unholy light and from the awful puppet show. Now when the midnight chimes begin, we lock our doors and shut our eyes, because we know what dwells within, behind the mask of ancient lies. The house still stands upon the hill, it looks so dead, so old and gray, but midnight makes it conscious still to dance the awful